Now, two fire lines are still burning out of control in the Cape Winelands. This is close to Wolseley. The Bainskloof Pass has been closed due to the fire that ignited a week ago, moving over into this mountainous and extremely difficult to access terrain. More than 150 firefighting staff from various municipalities are working hard to bring the fires under control with aerial support. SABC News reporter Mariska Botha is in the Cape Winelands. Take a look.
We're in the Cape Winelands District Municipality in the Wolseley area, where the fire that started at Kleitjieskraal is now burning for a 7th day. It has moved on from the Wolseley area, and in the background, I'm going to quickly step out of shot so you can see thick smoke rising there. That's the Bainskloof Pass where it's currently burning, and the vehicles travelling past us now is the Premier of the Western Cape, Alan Windy, that just visited the Incident Command Centre here on a wine farm, not far from where the fire is currently active. That thick smoke you see is not a rain cloud, that's smoke from the fire. But to talk to us and give us more and better detail than I ever can, we're speaking to the Incident Commander of this fire. His name's Jaco Tuinsma. Incident Commander, if you could just join us. Thank you very much for joining us. I know you're very busy. Speak to us on the ground. How many people are busy working? What does it look like where they are?
Currently, good afternoon. Currently, at this point in time, we've got 115 people that has been deployed. They are being aided and assisted with 12 firefighting vehicles, and then obviously there is bakkie-sakkies from farmers and other people that also have an interest in the fire at this point in time.
This has been a very difficult time. It's a week in. How do the men and women feel? What do they look like after a week?
Yeah, that is rather a very difficult thing. I think that the morale of the people are being tested here thoroughly, but hopefully we will be able to pull it through. So to aid in that, we would like to what we call to refer to succession planning, to introduce new teams as recently or as quickly as possible. But unfortunately, we are being stretched to the limit here. But we hope that we can succeed and pull this one through.
You have support from other firefighting services, perhaps City of Cape Town and elsewhere?
Yeah, most definitely. Seeing that Cape Winelands District Municipality got 5 local municipalities within the area, most of them also contribute when called upon to come and assist, because everybody got the same goal in hand, and that is to protect life and property.
Yeah. Talk to us about the damages. What do we know in terms of damages? Or firstly, has anybody been injured, and then the damages?
Yeah, no, we are quite fortunate as far as I have it. It's been reported. There's nobody that has been reported that has been seriously injured. Obviously, there's 1 or 2 firefighters or firefighting women that suffered some mild injuries in terms of ankle dislocations and so forth, but nothing major so far. And then in far as structural damages is concerned, unfortunately we did sustain quite a few structural damages in general. That is unfortunate, and that is the contribution of the weather conditions and the patterns and so on that we cannot control. We do deploy all our resources at the time when we do engage in our operational period to try and contain fires as far as possible, but unfortunately sometimes it goes beyond our ability.
And then, of course, now as we see that smoke rising behind you, that's a mountainous area. What is the difficulty in fighting a fire there?
Yeah, that is extreme in terms of deployment of staff, because obviously from a normal perspective, it's rather difficult that you cannot reach those areas with vehicles that carries waters and the necessary aid that you have. So you are down to people that must walk the path or being deployed either by aerial resources or other to get them up there. And the only other means that they have is helicopters that can assist them, and the conditions of the weather, the wind plays a major role in the effectiveness of helicopters and the buckets that they do drop on the fire line, which is quite a problem.
Are there choppers at the moment?
Yes, we do have. There are 4 choppers currently deployed in the Yankee division to assist there where needed.
And I know it's early days, but what does it look like at this stage? Do you think there's a possibility of containing this fire anytime soon?
That's a rather difficult question. I think that given the situation, it's a little bit early to say. I think that due to the fact that the fire is split into 2, it creates a huge problem for us. So we need to concentrate on those things that is important. That is destruction and life and property. And once we have done that, we will move over to those areas that is the mountainous areas or the fynbos areas. But it's a fine balance. If you do not contain those areas within a prescribed time frame, then obviously they do extend. It becomes an extensive area and a very, very large fire at the end of the day.
And lastly, which direction is it moving at the moment?
Well, it's currently moving in the direction of Worcester, or in a southeasterly direction, if I can call it that way. And hopefully we will contain it way before it gets to the N1.